Hey friends, we'll have more glitch stories coming out soon, but I wanted to treat you with something just a little bit different this time. I'd like to do these little write-ups about creepy topics once in a while, so let me know in the comments if you like it. Thanks for listening. Deep in the heart of untouched forests, where the air is thick with the smell of old earth and the distant sound of hidden streams, something fascinating has caught the attention of adventurous folks who venture far from city life. They talk about staircases, just regular staircases, but somehow extraordinary, popping up out of nowhere in the middle of the wilderness. These staircases don't connect to any building or lead to anywhere special. They just stand there all by themselves in the middle of the trees and bushes. It's like they fell from the sky or grew right from the ground, and they come in all sorts of looks. Some are big and curved, fit for a palace, with fancy railings and shiny steps that seem out of place in the wild. Others are simple, like the steps at the back of an old house, made of wood or concrete, practical and plain. Many might assume that these mysterious staircases are simply remnants of old structures or buildings that once existed in these forests, long forgotten by time. However, that theory quickly falls apart when you consider the condition and appearance of the staircases. Many of them look brand new, with no signs of aging or wear, and their locations don't correspond with any known historical settlements or constructions. In some cases, the staircases appear in places so remote and inaccessible that it's hard to believe any human could have built them there. Moreover, some of these staircases have been documented in areas where there's no record of any human activity for centuries, if not longer. What's even weirder is that not everyone sees these staircases the same way. Two people side by side might describe totally different staircases. One might see a beautiful smooth marble staircase, while the other sees a rusty metal fire escape. Lots of folks have tried to capture these strange staircases on camera. Photographers, reporters, and even thrill seekers have gone into the heart of the forest with cameras and recording gadgets, hoping to figure out what's going on. But the forest, with its whispering leaves and moving shadows, keeps its secrets locked up. Cameras break, recordings get all messed up with weird whispers, and lots of devices just vanish into thin air. People who've climbed these stairs say it's really unsettling, like they're being watched by invisible eyes. Time gets all funny. Minutes feel like hours. And the forest around them? It changes, gets more alive with leaves rustling louder and the air turning colder. Some folks come back down with no memory of what happened on top. They talk about a fog that surrounds them, voices calling them deeper into the woods and shadows dancing just at the edges of their sight. But there are others who never return. Search parties look and look, but they don't find anything except those quiet waiting stairs. There's this one story floating around online about a young adventurer, let's call her HC, who spent a whole year exploring these staircases in Asia. She really wanted to understand them. She took notes on when they showed up and where. March 15th. Today I came across a staircase that seemed to appear only when the wind blew from the west. As soon as the wind changed direction, it vanished. This is the first time I've observed anything like this. HC noticed that some staircases appeared during certain moon phases, and some seemed to be near places that were important in history. July 23rd. I've noticed a pattern. Staircases with an odd number of steps seem to appear more often during the day, while those with an even number of steps tend to appear at night. The significance of this pattern is still unclear to me. HC discovered something even more chilling. She found a link between these staircases and people who went missing. In her notes, she wrote about whole villages disappearing overnight, and then a staircase would show up in their place, standing there all alone. HC's journey took her to communities that have always lived near these forests. They talked about the staircases too, but they had a different take. They believed these staircases were like doors to another place, or maybe even a way to talk to the forest's spirit. October 3rd. I interviewed an elder from a nearby village who mentioned an old legend. According to the tale, those who climb the staircases with a pure heart will be granted a wish, while those with ill intentions will be punished. I can't help but wonder if there is any truth to this legend. There's a story of a woman grieving after her mom passed away. She found one of these staircases in the woods and climbed it. At the top, she found herself in a sunny meadow. There were flowers everywhere, and she got to see her mom for a little while. When she came back down, only a few minutes had passed, but she felt lighter, like her grief had eased. She went back to the forest many times, but the staircase never appeared again. In the depths of the forest, where the trees keep secrets, these mysterious staircases stand like sentinels. They have become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that our world is still full of wonders and enigmas yet to be unraveled. But they are not just about fear, doom, or the inexplicable. In their silent, solitary presence, the staircase becomes an invitation, a question, a riddle that asks, "What do you bring to me, and what does your heart seek?" And perhaps for those who climb with an open heart and unburdened spirit, the answer will be more wondrous than they could have ever imagined. As you walk deeper into the forest, where time seems to hold its breath and the world vibrates with life, remember the staircases that stand silently amidst the trees. If you ever find one, consider it carefully. Do you have the courage to climb it? What do you bring to its steps? And when you reach the top, what will you find waiting for you? And there it is. Tell me what you think, and if you haven't done it yet, consider subscribing or hitting that like button. You're awesome. Thank you for listening. Till next time then.